Hi everyone, I am so happy to be with you all tonight. My name is Connor Hurley and I am from NBC Universal, one of the world's leading media and entertainment companies. We create world-class content across film, TV, entertainment, news, sports, you name it. I am the Australian lead of our internal employee resource group out at NBCU, whose goal is to attract, develop and retain LGBTQIA+ employees and allies to help our company effectively reach the community both within our organisation and externally. We are thrilled to continue our relationship with ACON as a returning sponsor of this year's Honour Awards and to be able to recognise those community members that have made invaluable contributions within the media landscape. And the finalists for this year's Media Award are
Samuel Yang, for his work as a broadcast journalist on the ABC that shines a light on the Chinese queer community. Michael Burge, for his body of literary work spanning journalism, non-fiction and fiction that explores LGBTQIA+ culture as well as highlighting issues facing queer communities in rural Australia. Rick Fennelly and Greg Callaghan, for their collective body of media work spanning 2 decades, covering gay hate crimes in Sydney and New South Wales. Narelda Jacobs, for her work as a journalist, presenter and commentator, and for being a passionate community advocate and cause ambassador.
And this year's Media Award goes to Narelda Jacobs.
Oh my goodness! To have hype music played by Kate Munro, that in itself. Thank you, Kate. Wow, my heart is pounding out of my chest. I do wonder what got me over the line. Was it when I cried the day after World Pride finished on Studio 10? The day before was the walk over the Harbour Bridge, and on that morning in Studio 10, I was just so overcome with the emotion of this most beautiful festival and celebration of all things queer in the world, and it happened to be in the place that I am living on Gadigal country in Sydney. My co-host on that morning, Stevie Jacobs, said to me as a joke, but they didn't make you pay the tolls, did they, to cross the bridge? And I didn't sort of say anything, but afterwards I thought that if I had my time again, I would love to say to Stevie, we've paid the tolls, Stevie. Our community pays a toll every day to be a member of our community. The 78ers paid a toll. Victims and survivors of hate crime and their loved ones pay the toll. Our trans community, we pay the toll. All of those fighting on the front line, as Brother said in his welcome for marriage equality, paid the toll. And members of our First Nations community are paying the toll this year when we stand at the intersection of homophobia, transphobia and racism, which is the most ugliest of intersections. As we fight for our First Nations community to have self-determination over our own lives. That's all we're asking for in the Voice to Parliament, the referendum that we're voting on this year. To my partner, Karina, we've been together 6 months. This is our 6-month anniversary. We fell in love over World Pride, actually. We fell in love over World Pride. So this is our 6-month anniversary. To Karina, who makes sure I get to work to be able to have those conversations. That in itself this year is a big ask, because it is really hard to be a First Nations journalist this year, and you can hear it in my voice. Because inherently, as a journalist, and Jason, you would understand this, we have to be unbiased and independent. And when I know truth from fiction this year, and in an industry where we have to give equal amount of time or perceived equal amount of time to every point of view, when you know truth from fiction, all I can ask is that everybody knows the truth. Our hands are tied as journalists. Our hands are tied as journalists this year. All we can ask is that you know the truth. and that when you go to the ballot box this year, hopefully on the October 14, when the Prime Minister announces it next Wednesday, you know what you're voting for and you're armed with the information to cast your vote and to do what's right by First Nations people of this country. So thank you very much.